The kill bills are the ones I mentioned are the abortion bill. Now that began a little bit before, but they began to push through quickly at the beginning. And I'll pick on the abortion one to take this and let's just pick this one apart so I can give you an idea of what you need to see. So just hang with me. And when you see this particular legislation, the abortion bill being pushed through, the final reading went through in the beginning stages under the pandemic panic and fear, and so it was able, except for a few Christians, and I say a few because as I'll go into a bit later on, the actual church in New Zealand didn't seem to care, or they didn't know what to do, or they simply are not spiritual, they're natural, and they can't deal with the obvious powers behind it. But let's get back to this. So they pushed it through while people's focus and concentration in lockdown quickly brought it to a state of emergency, which gives supreme power to Jacinda and the ones that she chooses, 3 or 4 around her, and the cabinet. So she literally shut down government not before, she had government stand or sit to pass the abortion bill through and then add their evil attachments. That's what I want to talk to you about, the amendments that was put into it. I think even if it was done outside of the pandemic, I still believe they probably would have put them up in the face of the public, but knowing there may have been an extended fight and maybe the church would have had time to get together, but I still doubt it, and somehow in my heart, and it would have been through, but they snuck it through. Now let me just talk a little bit about this, because the abortion bill, probably more than any other bill or any other thing done, depicts or personifies the extent or the depth of the wickedness in our parliament and with these MPs and these major parties who basically all, I'm talking about National, Labour, the New Zealand First, the Greens, all these parties, and oh, by the way, ACT as well, they were that one man with David Seymour, they all in the end, generally together, even though some MPs opposed it or they withdrew their vote for it, but primarily most of them in there, and those parties did as a party, they all voted for the abortion legislation to go through.